Alright. What up, geniuses? Up with here. Welcome back to more. Welcome back to more Death Battle. Or welcome back to another reaction. So this is my reaction to Death Battle: Joker versus Giorno. I'm sorry for butchering that name. I've never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I actually did do a reaction to the very first episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I decided to cancel it. So eventually I'll come back to it eventually. But as of right now, I already have so many shows on my plate that I just don't have the time to watch JoJo. Plus, I don't know how many episodes. I don't know how many episodes of JoJo Bizarre Adventure there are, and I was gonna save JoJo Bizarre Adventures for Halloween as like a little spooky season special sort of thing. But like I guess I just never got around to it. Eventually, one day it will happen. But as for Joker, you guys may know, is actually from Persona 5, or Persona 5 The Royal. Depending on which one you want to play, it's still the same character, still the same story. But I hear that Persona 5 The Royal has actually been upped a lot more when it comes to the story and the characters and stuff like that. So I do have Persona 5 Vanilla, and I do have Persona 5 Royal on my PS5 already not installed, but I do have it on my library, including with Persona 3 Reload and Persona 4 Golden. So I have Personas 3, 4, and 5, which I will get around to eventually. But right now, like I said, there's so many stuff on my plate when it comes to reactions and games that I just don't have a whole lot of time to play everything. So like I said, I will get to them eventually. I do have some footage. I think I have like maybe 7 or 8 videos already made for when I was playing Persona 3 Reload, because back in my old house, where I did my reactions to soul leveling and stuff like that, the internet was jank, the internet was crap, so I couldn't stream. I couldn't stream my first playthrough to Persona 3 Reload, so I decided just to record it. But yeah. Um, I've only played like an hour and a half to 2 hours of Persona 5, and I do not know that much about the story. But here's the thing, I did see somebody stream the game before. Murder Birds. I've seen him play Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, so I do know what the gameplay is like. I do know what the story is, but I probably will forget about what the story is like, because as I said before, I haven't seen him play Persona 5 Royal in a long ass time since I first played Vanilla and Royal. I haven't seen him play in a long time, but I do remember some things. So again, this might get into spoilers for Persona 5 for me, but it's because I'm playing Persona 3, 4, and 5 in that order, and these Persona games from right here are extremely long. I might forget a lot of things, or I might forget some things in Persona 5. So we'll see. In other words, other than guys, hope you guys enjoy my reaction to this Death Battle. Until guys, let's get it. And 3, 2, 1, play.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
I have no idea.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
I want to play a tiny bit of Marvel Snap.
Fight! Joker versus Giorno.
The Phantom Thief of Hearts and JoJo's Golden Gangstar.
Oh my god,
He's Wiz and I'm
they put
Boomstick.
the actors
And
back.
it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Alright, they brought the characters back. That's awesome.
Ren Amamiya wasn't prepared for this to happen.
Okay.
When he witnessed an innocent woman being harassed and stepped in,
The
he had
police are
no
my
idea her
bitches.
assailant was one of Japan's most prominent politicians.
Yep.
Poor Ren was forced to leave town.
Ren
Those
Amari,
friends
aka
had
our
transferred
aliases
to
Akira Kuruzu, Senpai, and Joker.
eugenic.
Let's see. Height is 5'9", 175 centimeters. Age 17. Occupation: coffee barista, floor assistant, is a student, and Phantom Thief likes older women. He kind of does. He does like his older women, man. Because of the nurse and stuff like that. Yeah. The nurse and the teacher as well. Cats, hamburgers, yeah. Dislikes corrupt adults, chalk, and jail cells. Listen up, mate. Spent 10 years in a spin-off hell. Spent 10 years in spin-off hell. What? Oh, because of Royal? I have no idea. And he's an excellent dancer, which is true.
Academy. There's definitely more fun ways to ruin your life.
But his run-ins with corrupt authority figures was only just beginning.
One might call it a theme. And it wouldn't just be dealing with your garden
Rashida.
variety scumbag gym teachers. Ren and his new friends found themselves in a whole new world. The Metaverse! Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that one.
Derived from the works of Carl Jung, this collective unconscious is like an alternate reality formed from the amalgamated thoughts and feelings of mankind. What humans believe, or even what they fear, directly shapes it.
And inside this crazy mental realm, those who have been corrupted by power
For
and
real?
abuse the weak have become evil superpowers, just like how they're viewed by many of their victims in the real world. Victims like Ren and his friends, Ryuji, An, Makoto, Pancakes, and the animal.
They may have been helpless against crushing institutional might in the real world, but in the metaverse, they had a way to fight back. Personas!
As part of the summoner's inner self, personas can become
on, Arsene.
incredibly powerful spirits.
By using their
Captain
personas
Kid.
to battle their foes in the metaverse and steal their hearts, the source of their moral corruption, Ren and company could cause such foes to repent in the real world. So the friends formed a band called the Phantom Thieves, with Ren as their leader, codenamed Joker.
And Joker's first persona was the awesome Arsene.
With razor-sharp
He
claws
is
and
so
the
cool. I
ability to
love
curse
Arsene.
enemies with dark
One of my
energy,
favorite
Arsene was an
personas.
excellent persona to start with.
But Joker's a wild card.
Alright.
Literally, he
Let's see. Third eye personas: Arsene, Jack Frost, Yoshi Setsune, Pixie, etc. Ultimate personas: Alice, Lucifer, Odin, and Metatron, Sentinel. I don't know why I was bursting that. Velvet Room, a physical gun element, nuke, holy, and dark skills, a healing element buff and debuff skills, shield and barrier spells, almighty skills, bypasses any defense. Yeah, okay. Wild cards, social confidants, summoning multiple personas, will of rebellion, unshaken will. And the thing about the confidants, we guys never played Persona before, but the confidants are extremely important, especially in Persona 5, because if you rank max out all your confidants to I think to 10, the more skills you have in combat, but also the more you are able to unlock in the Velvet, in more personas you're able to unlock in the Velvet Room to help you out in the future. So
can capture as many
it's such a
personas
great game. Please, if you guys never played it before, just treat yourself. Play Persona 5. Great fucking game.
as he wants.
Like I said, I've only played an hour and a half of it to 2 hours, but I did see Murder Birds play it. Looked hella cool, looked hella fun, and I've been dying to get back into Persona games. So, but like because of Black Myth Wukong and Star Wars Outlaws and so many other games, I just haven't got a whole lot of time to play Persona. So.
He's gotta catch them all, because they each have their
catch 'em all,
own
gotta
crazy
catch 'em all.
powers. From
Gotta
shooting
catch 'em all,
fire,
gotta
ice,
catch
and
'em all.
lightning, to dishing
You get a
out
trophy
status
if you
effects,
unlock,
healing, and
all the
resistances,
personas.
to lobbing actual nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifestations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin, and Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Yep, the
and he
big
looks
monster.
way different than in the paintings I've seen. Oh, hey, did you know that a persona is connected to their user's own stamina? So when a persona is shattered, even though it's not like dead, it does
Please-
rattle the
please be
user pretty
blood.
badly.
Well, without his
Second, let's go.
personas, Joker can still rely on his gun.
Arsenal, daggers, experimental drugs, thanks to the nurse, grappling hook and metaverse the navigator, yep, thanks to the phone, model guns, soma, thieves, tools, and omnipotent orb.
Guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much
But
compared
don't
to
do
summoning
shit.
actual Satan, but in the metaverse,
No, I don't think I've ever
perception is
seen
reality.
anyone
No,
who
really,
played
it
Persona 5 ever
actually
use
works
the
like
smoke
that.
screens.
In the real world,
Or smoke
Joker's
grenades.
gun is only a prop. However,
Smash
with
Bros.
Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As the Phantom Thieves' reputation increased, so did
The
their
more real
power,
it looks,
simply
the better.
because that's how they were perceived.
Kinda like how personas are empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends. Yes, in the world of Persona, hanging out with your buds makes you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Anime! Game!
At their max, social links can bring a
Game,
wildcard
it's
user
true.
back
It is
from
an
the
anime
brink
game.
of death, instilling them with willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. I guess meticulously gardening your friends like a sociopath has its benefits.
Hey, Wiz, have a cold one on me.
Thanks.
Classic. Oh, that's sick.
Ah, looks like our relationship meter's maxed out.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess there's no point to us hanging out anymore. Later, loser, I'm gonna go do untested pharmaceuticals and date my teacher.
Oh. Wait, date your what?
Yeah.
Over the
Yeah,
course of
that's
his
not-
adventures leading the Phantom Thieves, Joker's bonds made him as powerful as
Igor.
the gods he commands. He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds, millions of times faster than light.
Or survive a cheeseburger that exploded big enough.
First human in history to save Igor. True. Not gonna go into that because that is story-based stuff. Dodge lasers and star-crossing beams. Yep. Knocked around a piggy bank weighing over 62,000 tons. Yep. That I remember seeing that boss. That I'm not looking forward to that. Tanked the nebula-sized Big Bang Burger. Yep. That's another thing I'm not looking forward to. Fought on equal ground with Yu Narukami. Don't know what that one is. Survived the Valentine's Day Massacre. Defeated Yalda Boloth, Gilgamesh, Email, Maruki, and Samuel.
To eclipse a nebula. Talk about having stomach problems. No wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Or Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
It was in this battle with Yaldabaoth that Joker upgraded Arsene to create Sataniel, the biblical angel of vengeance.
With a big-ass gun, perceive this reality, bitch!
Its primary attack, Sinful Shell, is imbued with what is known as almighty energy, which can bypass any defense, even that from the omnipotent orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Yes, very good. Big-ass gun whiz!
And with a shot heard around the
I just
world,
love-
Joker
that's why Boom
and his
says love
friends
his
prove
guns.
that you're never
His
too young
weapons.
to change society for the better, no matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If the man is keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place. They'll never see it coming.
Nice.
As far
Alright.
back as he could remember, Giorno Giovanna always wanted to be a gangster.
'Cause damn it feels good to be a gangster. Gone are the days of leaving horse heads in your enemy's bed or squeezing their head in a vice till they pop. Giorno wanted to be a different kind of gangster.
A more progressive, metrosexual kind of mob boss.
A gangstar.
A shy, withdrawn boy on the streets of Naples, Giorno's life changed the day he saved a wounded mobster. In return, he was rewarded with future protection from abuse and isolation. This act of reciprocal kindness convinced Giorno of the value of the mob as a social organization, if only it was commanded by the right person.
Someone like Giorno. All he had to do was take control.
Birth name Haruno Shinobana. 5'8", 15, occupation boss of Personi, likes octopus, salad, gangsters, epic piano, dislikes drugs, corruption, and pointless things. Biological son of Dio Brando. Really? He's the son of Dio? And Jonathan Joestar. Wait, what? I know of Dio and Joestar, like those are kind of the main characters, the main protagonist and the main antagonist of JoJo. And I know Dio is a vampire. Can it fold his ear into his head? Okay.
All of the Neapolitan Mafia, Passione, and their army of superpowered assassins. Ambitious? Maybe. But hey, he's the bastard son of the insane vampire Deuce Lord himself, Dio Brando.
Who conceived Giorno while possessing the body of his arch enemy, Jonathan Joestar. This technically makes Giorno both a Brando and a JoJo.
Hence
Huh.
the name, JoJo. Get it?
Well, he didn't just inherit the name, but also the Joestar bloodline's power. Giorno possesses a stand, gold experience.
Stands are invisible, intangible, punchy ghosts that protect their user and come with incredible superpowers, like stopping time, making fiction into reality, or cooking Italian food. God damn, give me that one.
And Giorno's gold experience has perhaps the greatest potential of
Goal experience: damage reflection, healing, replaces missing body parts, can create vaccines from deadly poisons. Intangible life creation creates any plant or animal life. Live shot overloads the target's senses. For this, I think Joker might win because if he has the right persona equipped, he can be immune to all of these things.
any stand in the series.
Physical senses, all that other stuff.
With just a touch, it
Poison.
can imbue inanimate objects with golden life energy.
turning them into any plant or animal in an instant and back again. Giorno uses this with maximum creativity, like disguising a gun as a banana so you accidentally blow your own brains out. A gorilla's worst nightmare.
Giorno
SpongeBob.
is, frankly, a super genius when it comes to Gold Experience's abilities.
Like transforming bullets into flesh to heal the very wounds they made, or changing a brick into a snake that can detect body heat and find a hidden enemy, or turning his
Okay, that's kinda
teeth
cool.
into a special kind of jellyfish that filters out the toxins in the piss he was drinking. I thought I was the only one who did that.
Should the object Giorno gives life to be a part of a greater whole, like turning a tooth into a fly, it will attempt to return to its original source.
Not only that, any damage Giorno's creations receive will be reflected onto the opponent.
Giorno can even imbue living things with this same energy. This supercharges the target's consciousness, causing them to outpace their physical body, and leaving them totally helpless to counterattack.
It might seem like you got 10 times faster, but you're actually experiencing time at a way slower rate while your body is stuck in the same position. Imagine a Muda to the nuts felt for 20 straight seconds. Forget about it.
Especially when you're hitting as hard as Gold Experience. According to the Jojo Veller art book written by the mangaka himself, Gold Experience has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot, which are faster than light.
And although his strength stat is only a C, he can still shatter cars like glass and keep up with ace strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7 pages long. Daddy Dio must be so proud.
With Gold Experience at his side, Giorno joined Passione and rose to challenge its reclusive leader, Diavolo.
Wait. Diavolo? You're telling me that Giorno, the son of God, battles the devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua, or Joshua, Ben Joseph, Joshua Joseph Jojo.
We're moving on. Diavolo's goal was to get his hands on a stand arrow. And when a stand is pierced by a stand arrow, it evolves.
So, Joe got it first and transformed Gold Experience into the most broken thing in anime. Gold Experience Requiem!
Requiem stands change the rules entirely.
Requiem Flight, enhanced life beams, reduces any action or effect to 0, nullifies willpower, acts independent of time, acts independent of a Giorno's command, can distract targets into an infinite loop.
It's almost like they elevate your stand
That
beyond
could be
the need
advanced
for
against
combat.
Joker.
Gold Experience Requiem can, in short, negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to square one.
Let's say I woke up this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno. With Gold Experience Requiem, no matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss because I never fired my gun.
That is returned to 0. And also a horrific example of gun safety. This applies to any attack made against Requiem, including from Diavolo's stand King Crimson, which can infamously skip time, erasing the universe for 10 seconds. And Requiem negated that.
It undid time being erased, while time was already erased, which meant there was no time to unerase the erased time, and
That's right, Boomstick. Requiem's ability acts independently of time itself. Sound crazy? Well, Requiem can counter the stand made in heaven, which can accelerate time across the whole universe into infinity. So that kind of range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
it also reduces your willpower to 0, so you can't even fight back.
Even your death can be returned to 0. After pummeling Diavolo into pulp, Requiem prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the experience of being killed over and over in a series of never-ending alternate universes for
Jesus.
eternity.
Just when you thought you were out, Requiem pulls you back in. The second you hear that piano start playing,
Became the boss of Passione, stopped a helicopter with life creation, survived to having parts of his face removed, on par with faster than light stands, negated a universe spanning time dilation, defeated Black Sabbath, Babyface, White Album, Ciocolate, Diavolo. Okay.
Run.
And so, Giorno took control of
I don't know,
Passione
I'm still
and
going with
turned it
I'm
into
still
the
going with
peacekeeping
Joker on
social
this.
organization he always dreamed about.
With its streets free of drugs, Italy's youth could rest easy. Their hopes and dreams could be
I mean, this guy
carried
sounds
into
pretty
the
OP,
future
but-
on a golden wind. Vento Areo.
Yeah, I'm still going with Joker, guys.
Wiz, you gotta play that
Alright, speak to the Death Pal. Alright, here we go.
Abilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's do it.
Gold experience.
Go, are set! Giorno
this is
Giovanna,
Palace?
your heart is twisted.
It is ours to take. Shogi Phantasm. My dreams are yours to take.
Persona!
I love the music Persona 5 so much.
Checkmate.
I'm not sure if they mix Persona music and JoJo's music at the same time, or like they mixed and mastered it together, do it together. But anyway, it sounds pretty cool. Cool, Joker.
You never took the time to understand my gold experience. All objects given life by gold experience desire to return home.
Gotta change your personas, man.
His persona creates life. I've got to nullify that.
Jack Frost, Ice Age!
Love Jack Frost.
Jack Frost, Ice Age!
This Shoko Phantasma is justice. This is Requiem.
Damn.
Joker?
Won't allow it, Joker!
Keep fighting. You can do it. Snap
you
out of
die
it.
now,
Joker,
I-
no!
Joker's got it. Kill you again myself.
Oh, it's like Starflight.
Maybe you didn't hear me before.
Checkmate.
Yo. Oh, 0 XP. Yeah, he's probably max level. Makes sense. How much money did you make? How much money did you get? I love the way he did this. This is so sick. Stand our treasure. 91,000 yen. Nice. Cool.
KO! Giorno never had the makings of a varsity death battle winner.
This was an absolutely fascinating matchup and far from an easy call.
Joker versus base gold experience wasn't close though.
Sure, Giorno's powers threw Joker for a loop, but Joker and his personas were millions of times faster and could take on universe busters.
And there was no doubt Joker could see Giorno's stand, considering he could spot similar beings like shadows.
Add in the versatility of Joker's hundreds of personas, and Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
But that's where Requiem came in, and the game changed.
With its ability to nullify any action taken against it, even ones that can affect entire universes, Joker's regular arsenal was rendered moot.
Remember, Requiem could act independently of time, so Joker wouldn't be able to avoid Requiem's ability. He'd have to beat it outright.
Take when the Phantom Thieves faced Maruki. The group couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers. He even had an ability that nullified actions against him, similar to Gold Experience Requiem.
But Joker still had an ace up his sleeve. While Requiem can reduce your willpower to 0, Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally, we have Joker's almighty attacks, which could bypass reality warping defenses like the Omnipotent Orb.
Yep.
The perfect counter for Requiem.
And this is actually backed up in JoJo. While Requiem only has one appearance in the manga, it did show up in the game Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against the World Over Heaven, which can overwrite reality to overpower any attack, including Requiem's return to 0. That meant an almighty attack that can bypass reality warping would have the same effect, giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against Requiem's perfect defense.
Yeah.
Dio
Cannot
is
defend
such a
against
dick.
almighty
He
skills,
literally ruined
which
his own
Joker has.
son's death battle.
Giorno was brilliant, but Joker had the versatility, experience, and almighty power for the final blow.
Giorno missed his golden opportunity and had a shell of a time. Hey, Wiz, hear what I said? I said Giorno missed his golden opportunity and he had a shell of a time.
The winner is Joker.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright. Alright, Bowser versus Eggman. That's gonna be fun. Cool. Nintendo versus Sega. I think Eggman might win that one. Because they did have a Bowser death battle before. I think they did. And he lost. So, my best bet is Dr. Eggman. Especially with Sonic 3 coming out, I'm voting for Eggman on that one. But either way, I can't wait to watch that one. So, alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Joker versus Giorno. And yeah, thank you guys for my support. We appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a brand new one later.